So that is created. Go here. Refresh this one more time just for ribs and laughter. Still pretty good stuff.
Do you have any idea what we're doing or where we're at?
The Vagabonds, that's all I remember.
That's good.
Yeah. Sure, our mics are working. Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
All right. Continuing the Vagabonds. And start.
Let's do this.
Your controller is on.
I see that.
All right, cool. Well,
Do we need to push the button or does that mean it's on or off?
I think that means it's off. Since I hit it on both, I don't really know.
Okay.
Anyway, once some folks get here, we're gonna start talking about some stuff with Epstein and his list.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I am excited. We'll just be casually playing in the background. You know.
Do what you gotta do.
All right, so it looks like we just kind of parked it in here. Oh, that's right, it died on us last time. And we were, I think, up
Looting
here.
this place, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I think we were up here to start, and then maybe that's where we're going to go next. I don't know where we were.
So this one we have to move every day.
Every day. Every day.
So the place that you just showed with the tent.
Yeah, there's two of them. There's the worrisome part
the
there.
Closest one. Did we stay there once, or are we somewhere else now?
I don't know. I'm going to go look at it because I'm not really sure. Yeah, okay. I did not see the other zombies. I'm going to be here for a second. Oh, he's way over there. Whatever.
It's cool. I figured I might as well loot this place since I was standing in it.
Yeah, I probably should do the same, but...
It's cool. Leave it to me. I got it.
Oh, what? Like right through the top of her head. That one went interface. Got your face. Sorry about your luck.
He's so aggressive
You like it.
sometimes. Do I have a... Oh, I got night vision goggles on.
Yeah, I got nothing on. I just daylight. That's what I get. Yeah. We haven't found a workbench yet either, have we?
Mm-mm. Or... I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, you know, whatever. Ooh, a nest. Hello. How's my rock situation? Not great. How far away was this place? Good lord.
I have 164 of them.
Very nice. It looks like we're in the bank. I don't think we have stayed at the bank yet. Or did we? I think we set it up and then we walked away. It's only day 3, so... They're like a way up top or something.
Not on this one, there's not. Oh, well, out by the drive-thru. There's a ladder.
So we didn't go out then. Then we did stay in here.
I don't think we did.
I feel like we did.
Because it's 2 o'clock. I'm pretty sure we decided we were going to stay at the bank and we were going to loot while we were waiting on night shift. Or night shift, whatever.
So did we bring anything with us then? Like, do I need to make some chests? Because I don't see any chests, so yeah, I don't think we did.
I don't know. I don't remember. Sorry, that was way more whiny than I
I mean, it's fine,
was
I
aiming
guess.
for.
We're gonna make this work.
We got a viewer.
We do. Hello,
What's
viewer.
up, whoever's there? you have any idea what we're doing or where we're supposed to be.
I'm pretty sure we're where we need to be here. Oh, I have a better pickaxe. Oh, that's right. Okay, so you're doing tools, I'm doing weapons. That's how this went down.
Okay.
I do remember that.
Did we leave all of our stuff at the other place, or are we carrying it around? Like,
I think we did. And yeah, I'm gonna go grab it, I think.
well, it is now 3 o'clock.
It is.
Just be aware.
I'm pretty sure it's up here. Because we have stuff somewhere. We will begin the Epstein discussion when a few more people show up. Oh, hello, Mr. Deer. Oh, wow. What? Where did the arrow go? Oh, you son of a biscuit.
Disappeared like the emails. Oh, sorry, wrong theory.
That's probably all related.
Probably. I found the bank.
That arrow went through it too.
Did we loot the bank?
I don't know. I'm gonna drown trying to cut this deer off.
I just want to state for the record that if I wanted the response of I don't know what's going on, I would answer the question myself. Probably should have kept those since I'm rocking a 9 here.
I mean, whatever.
I don't like that I have no idea what's going on. Like, I am so in the dark right now.
I get that. So what exact questions are we going to try to answer with our Epstein list? Discussion. All of them. So let's specify a little bit. Oh yeah, the booby trap. You didn't want to do it in this one because we only have a day.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that part.
Yeah. So one of the questions I think I'd like to answer, or try to answer tonight, is what does it mean? Specifically. Oh, we did stay in the booby trap.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. What does it mean, all of these things? Hello, Derek Quinn. Hey, guys, watching from Western Australia. Wow. Lazy Sunday morning here. Hey, that's awesome, man. Welcome from Australia.
Sunday morning, huh?
Also, kind of jealous, not going to lie. I guess we took all the stuff we had with us. Well, we'll just take all that, too.
Are you jealous that it's Sunday morning or that he's in Australia?
Mostly that he's in Australia. Because it's awesome there.
I mean, I've never been. However, TV tells me that there's terrifying animals that will eat me. I mean, there is here too, I guess. I mean, we got like bears, wild boars, copperheads.
For reference, we're in the American state of Arkansas, where we have black bears, grizzly bears, mountain lions.
I found a crack-a-book.
Oh, what's up, Rick? Not going to be able to hang. My internet is under the weather. Been trying to figure out who Ghislaine was trafficking people to. Yeah. So we were looking at a lot of this. We researched a good bit today. It's a discussion we've had several times and so on. But so a lot of what we found is the ladies that came forward that were trafficked very much were recruited specifically by Ghislaine for Jeffrey. And we're trying to figure out what that goal was. But, I mean, we're also curious what y'all think. Because we're just two minds. Oh, come on, pig. Yeah, the distractions are going to be real today.
What you talking about? There ain't no distractions.
Do I have a coat on? I do. One of the really big issues that we did come across trying to figure Ghislaine out was why she was involved. Like, did she just fall for Jeffrey? Or is there, like, was she the actual mastermind?
Okay, so for the record, I'm really bad with names. Is that the girlfriend?
Yes, Ghislaine
Okay.
Maxwell, yeah, the girlfriend.
There's another zombie somewhere. And I don't know where.
So, well, what do you got?
So she was either the mastermind or it was like a Stockholm syndrome type thing, and she was his first victim.
Ooh, that's a good theory.
Ooh, we should check their ages. I wonder how old they are.
He was 66 when he died.
What about her?
I don't know how old she is.
Like, I wonder if she's significantly younger than him. I got the gas can schematic.
Let me get to safety and I'll look. I don't think so, though. I think they're roughly the same age, but I'll look. She might be 20 years younger. I don't know. He didn't look 66 to me. Oh, you should really turn that night vision off. That is awful.
Well, I couldn't see with it on. Oh, now it's all clear, too. Make a liar out of me, why don't you?
I did. No, I'm just kidding. How old is... There it is. 62.
Oh, well, then probably not first victim.
Probably not. So... Allegedly, she met him through a mutual friend in 91. Her dad. Oh my god, I forgot. Her dad has some stuff around him too.
Okay, you're going to have to figure out how to multitask a little bit better and research a little bit less. You should have done your homework.
I mean, maybe.
I got you the gas can schematic as well.
Oh, okay. And maybe somebody knows. Her dad was actually pretty famous. He used to own several British newspapers. Pretty shady overall. Yeah, so like, there was something like somebody. I think they think he was murdered. That seems to be a thing that I remember. I forgot to research her dad. Oh, I forgot about that. But is that like...
I make connections on the fly. Never even thought about her dad.
Well, so like, the thing with Maxwell that a lot of people didn't seem to understand was that her... okay, so her, like, whole business officially was she ran a submarine business. And so, you know, the Virgin Islands, where Epstein Island is and all that, is at the end of Florida. It's after the Florida Keys, the little islands there. So that's how they got people, like her ledger is actually submarines more than flight logs. Oddly as that sounds. And so like one of the things I came across a while back, if you want to Google this, you're welcome to, public record, especially for public officials, they have to share all their finances. So Joe Biden, you know, there was like the rumor that he owned the island next to Epstein. Well, at one time he did. That is public record. He doesn't now. However, if you look at what he does own, he owned the island, then sold it to his brother. His brother sold it, I can't remember the name, but to Biden's first ever campaign manager like 50 years ago, back when he was part of the Klan. Bet you didn't know that.
I did.
Yeah, Biden was part of the Ku Klux Klan, if you didn't know. Anyway, his mentor was Senator Byrd, who was the Grand Dragon, I think they call him, of the Klan. Whoever the head honcho is. Anyway.
Big man on the totem pole.
Yeah. So then after Biden's brother sold that island to his original campaign manager, Biden then bought a house again on that island, which he still owns. It is exactly 6 miles from Little St. James Island, the Epstein Island. Yep, you can find that. Take you about 30 minutes.
A little bit of burying the hatch there.
Yeah. So okay, look, I'm going to throw this out there. When I was in the police academy, there was an FBI lawyer that came to our academy for like 5 weeks to teach us stuff. I am very much a nerd. I sat with that guy every day for those 5 weeks for lunch.
No, not you.
Did you do this house already? Yeah, you did. You're going the same way. I'm all a different way. So anyway, he told me, he goes, man, never follow the conspiracy, follow the money. If you can't find anything with the money, then follow your conspiracy. He's like, almost everybody's about money. There's only a few psychos in the world. As much as you don't want to believe that, there's really only a few. So that's what he told me. Anyway, so I follow the money. And that's what I'm trying to figure out here. With Epstein in particular. Thus, if we look at the money, we have notes. Can I have the notes? As you're dying, hold on.
I'm a little busy.
Yeah, you do you. I would have got up. We have like a flow chart, which I knew how to like show that. I guess I can turn the webcam on if maybe need be. If anybody wants to nerd out with us.
If anybody wants to nerd out.
So
Funny.
Some people that were on the list that also have a lot of monetary things going on. Oh, am I getting attacked by something? I don't know.
No, I think it's me.
Well, I'm hunted. I just don't know from where.
To the left, to the left.
Yeah. Anyway, so one of the guys on the list that's come out, the Epstein list, is Thomas Pritzker. I didn't really find much on him. And he's on the list, but he wasn't named by anybody that I found as far as one of the offenders. But he did donate $16.6 million to Hillary's campaign in 2016. Just him.
That's not suspicious at all.
Yeah, these super PACs, man. It's technically illegal, but they can do it with the super PACs. Stupid. Well, I don't have a wrench. Take that down.
I have 2 of them. How far from me are you? I have other things for you too.
I don't know. I think we went different directions, yeah, so it's fine. It's fine. I might find one.
I was trying to offload some of my junk.
So we had Pritzker who gave money, and then we start getting into some pretty interesting stuff, right? Y'all probably know about the Wayfair thing, the furniture place.
Was it though?
I mean, it still is a furniture place. They're still in business. Allegedly, it was all just a computer glitch. Just happened to match the names of a bunch of missing children that were named Yuritska. Anyway, just throwing that out there. So,
I mean, that might sound fishy to us because we've never met anybody named Yuritska. But maybe it's a very common name in some other place that's not here.
I mean, I guess I'll give you that.
I mean, it sounds very Russian.
I don't know.
I think I'm fixing to die. It's very scary sounding here. And I don't see anybody.
So we had Yuritska and the Wayfair thing. If you're not aware of that, basically the theory is that Wayfair was being used as a vessel to basically traffic the kids anywhere else, because you'd see like a piece of furniture or a pillow for like 10 grand to 20 grand. Little
Don't
shady.
Be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. So then we get down to this next option where we have the Clinton Foundation, right? And so that seems a little strange at first. But the Clinton Foundation has this whole orphanage in Haiti. And they got
God, somebody's fixing to die for real.
That's probably me. But the organization in Haiti, it's a orphanage, and they have a bunch of kids go missing all the time. Nothing's really been proven or connected there. I'm just throwing it out there. And the reason I'm throwing it out there, Clinton had said he only ever rode with Epstein 5 times on his plane, but we know he rode at least like 70 times, going by some of the flight logs. I'm sorry, not 70, 27, but up to 70 times. And he was with Epstein on several occasions working on the Clinton Foundation stuff. What say you, madam?
What?
Any thoughts on that? So I'm trying to
I mean, it's pretty obvious that Clinton is like 110% involved. Anybody who doesn't think he is probably not very smart.
How dare you? No, I mean,
I want to apologize for being offensive, but I'm not sorry, so I won't. I don't know what you want from me.
So, I mean, it's hard to test, right? I mean, they're like, oh, who was that?
What was the guy's name that visited Epstein just before he mysteriously killed himself?
Oh, I don't know.
He was part of the Clinton Foundation. I can't think of his name. Like he worked for the Clintons. He visited Epstein like 2 or 3 days before he mysteriously decided that even though he's been a pedophile for, 60 years and got away with it, that suddenly he can't handle the pressure. Also, I'd like to point out that the first time that he was arrested for being a pedophile in 2008, he only served 13 months. 13. So, first of all, I wonder why he reoffended.
Well, so I found some stuff on that because I knew you were so upset about it. So, the guy that...
You need to go to the bank.
Yeah, I'm headed that way. The guy that prosecuted Epstein, by the way, I've got his name down here. His name was Alexander Acosta, is the one that garnered that deal. So here's the fishiest part, right? It was a pretty weak deal, right? Like for the prosecution side. However, the weakest part or the strangest part is that part of the deal was that no one else would get prosecuted for it. So they couldn't bring in anybody else for prosecution.
So he took the 13 months and covered it up for the whole rest of the ring?
Yep.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, pretty crazy, right? That's a shady deal right there.
Is he the one that spent his time in a hospital instead of an actual prison too, or was that somebody else?
No, that was Wiener. Andrew Wiener, was that his name?
Something like that.
Yeah, we got it wrote down in here somewhere.
No, almost that over here somewhere. Wiener.
Yeah, Anthony Wiener. He did the 21 months in a...
Is it Wiener or Weiner?
It might be. I don't know. It's German or Polish. I'm just saying Wiener because that's what it should be. I mean, they may not go back by that. I don't know. Oh, hey. I thought you were just a really fast zombie for a minute. It kind of freaked me out.
I mean, anything could happen. We got 45 minutes. Hey. You want to come to this box because I have things for you.
I will be there when it's 2200.
I want you, and I want you now.
I mean...
Do you want the higher leveled wrench, or do you want the wrench that has more life?
Oh, I don't care. A wrench is a wrench. It's a wrench. There's stuff in here. Yeah, there's gas in there. Anyway. Nope, there's my entrance. That's right, we prepped this last time. So that's where we start, right? So 2008, Epstein is actually convicted of a sex crime he committed in 2005, I think it is.
Somewhere between 3 and 5.
Yeah, 2005. So he has some other issues that pop up. Oh, no. All right. Oh, that's right. I can do that. I guess that's for me.
All 3 of the bottom things on the bottom.
All right, there we go. All right. So, 2005 or 2008, he gets convicted. He is a registered sex offender. So let's just talk about Epstein for a minute as far as like his background. He was a teacher hired in his very early 20s
With no college education.
Yeah, he had nothing.
He was in 2 separate schools that he dropped out of both of them. Anyways, he was hired as a teacher with no experience, no education, a private school where he was employed for 2 years and then let go for, what was it?
Underperforming.
Yeah. No any kind of records that we could find as to what actually he was let go for, but they said it was poor performance.
Yeah, so I went through and I dug in quite a bit on these students that he had and that remembered him, and I found a couple articles where they actually went and spoke to some of the students. So none of them would say anything directly. Most of them said he was very, very flirty, especially with female students. And then a couple of them said, it was the 70s, and that was, the hippie movement. And so students being with their teachers was kind of like a thing, like a not so well kept secret. No one seemed to really care.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal, but it was frowned upon.
So then I looked further, and I forgot to write his name down. There was this older guy who's he's like in his 90s, maybe pushing 100 now if he's still alive. But he was like, him and Epstein were like best friends, and he was an art dealer. And he talks about how his friend Epstein really had an issue with, well, really he was a sex addict is what he says. And he always worried about his friend with that because he knew it was a bad thing. And it was something that he just couldn't seem to control. But he thought he had it at least, where he wasn't offending with underage anybody. Obviously, that's not the case.
Boy, was he wrong.
Yeah. So we have that pattern of behavior. And so we kind of get an idea of who Epstein was on that front. But imagine this, right? Like, imagine you're Epstein for a minute. I know it's gross. Anyway, you have this problem, but you're really good at math. He was a math teacher, by the way. And he actually was one of the best financiers, right? So he helped businesses stop sucking. He was actually known as quite the genius when it came to that part. But he did, from what other people said anyways, that he thought he was smarter than he was in other realms, like science, which he apparently knew nothing about.
Which is funny, because math and science kind of go hand in hand a lot of the time.
Yeah, but you got to be able to theorize, right? Think outside the box and stuff.
He was thinking outside somebody's box.
They're thinking about their box. So anyway, he decides he's going to make this business. And he does, right? And so in a couple of these things, like he starts going, he gets, he really makes his name helping businesses get better, is what it looks like.
I feel like you're moving outside the school yet. I'm not done with that part of the conversation.
Oh, go ahead, do the school.
So the thing that blew my mind the most about this, because, I mean, as far as the being hired at a school thing, like, he wasn't a pedophile at the time, so you can't really hold that against him. They didn't know. But that's what
I'm just saying, if you didn't know the name.
Oh, okay. So the person who was in charge of the school when Epstein was hired, his name was Donald Barr. And guess who his son was? I don't remember his son's name. William Barr. His son was William Barr. You know who the freaking attorney general was when Epstein's crap hit the fan? Yep, there you go. It's not a strange coincidence, is it?
Yeah, and he was in charge of Epstein's case. So here's a little twist about William Barr that maybe nobody knows or thinks about. He was in the CIA. That's what he did before he was a U.S. attorney, right? Attorney General, rather. So now, here's where I'm going to go with this, because of the timeline. Hippies, right? MK Ultra. Do you know what MK Ultra is?
I have no idea what that is. Is it a drug? That sounds like a drug.
So MK Ultra is the program based around LSD. Yeah. So let me just throw this out there. One of the most secretive things until very recently when it was declassified. These guys, the CIA agents, they didn't know what to do, but they were looking for a perfect truth serum to help with the Cold War. And so they went through this whole ordeal where they would like blindly test each other with LSD. They would just drop it in like people's coffee or whatever in the morning, and they're like, "Hey, Carl, you're going to need the day off." Like, that's what they did. Could
you imagine?
Oh, I know, right? Now, this got really bad. So, like, one guy ended up, like a CIA agent, yeeted himself out a window and died. And, like, 30, 40 years later, they finally decided to own up to it, and they paid the family, like, $180,000, $780,000, something like that. So, here's the crazy...
I have some family members that could jump out a window.
Well, I'm going to go into MK Ultra a bit because I'm going to try to make a point, right? So, I don't know that Barr was part of that. However, he was in the CIA. That was something going on at the time. And part of that was to recruit young people. So, like Charles Manson, he's part of MK Ultra. Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, part of MK Ultra, though he wasn't in part of the part that was LSD. Manson was. So, we go through this whole hippie period. And with the hippie period, we have a bunch of young college and high school students, because they are the most impressionable when it comes to culty stuff, right?
Oh.
So that's what they're going for. And we have this whole free love movement. You know, everybody was like, hey, fight the war or whatever, you know, in Vietnam.
Power to the people.
Right, and that's stuck after Vietnam, too. Hippies were a thing for a little while. So we have all of this MK Ultra stuff going on. William Barr with the CIA, blah, blah, blah. Why wouldn't Epstein be part of this recruitment process? Or use the same methods of the recruitment process to get these young people, right?
Oh, my.
You see where I'm going with this?
I do.
So then if William Barr is then the Attorney General, did he order the hit on Epstein, if it was a hit? Or did he give him the ultimatum? Kill yourself or I'm going to make your life really bad. Like, you think LSD was bad in the 70s, right? Like, Albert Hoffman made it on accident, trying to, like, isolate psilocybin makes LSD. Yeah.
I can totally see where you're going with the whole LSD thing and whatnot. But, since you brought it up, is there any question in your mind whether or not it was suicide or a hit? Like...
Well, I mean, not really. But, I don't know. I mean... But we'd have to go into the whole Hillary Clinton thing there. And this isn't about her today. Yeah, Bill's there, but Hillary's really not. We could go into a lot with Hillary. Maybe one day if this works.
Well,
out.
I mean, there's a lot of people, though. Not necessarily just, you know, the Clintons or whatever, but there's a lot of people who had something at stake that could have wanted his head on a platter. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody loved him. I mean, except for the abuse victims. Which, I mean, we should talk about them. Right? So, like, the main one that came forward is Virginia Guffrey. I think it's Roberts Guffrey, or Guffrey Roberts, but Virginia Guffrey is the one that did most of this testimony. We'll get into Johanna Soberg as well in a bit, but... So, Virginia Guffrey, she is recruited from Mar-a-Lago at age 17. That was Trump's place. To audition as the traveling masseuse for Epstein. She spends 2 years in this sex ring. She does name Bill Clinton there. She said something along the lines of he was not a faithful guy to his wife. That she never actually did anything with him, but he always had 2 girls under his arm. Something like that. So then, we get into Al Gore. She said he was faithful to his wife. He was just there. So there's that. Right? I mean, not everybody's terrible, I guess. Which begs the question, did they know about it, right? I'm going to get into my own theory on Epstein at the end of this, by the way. I have a theory about it.
Okay.
You're probably going to piss everybody off. But anyway, I have a theory.
Better be pissed off and pissed on.
Yeah, it's true. So, She also says that Epstein at one point came to her and says, hey, you've made a name for yourself. You're still going to have to do the work that I'm having you do, but I want you to have my child. And if you agree to this, then you will have to sign some paperwork that says Ghislaine will be the mother as far as rights go, and that you have to bring the child to me anytime I ask.
Oh, could you imagine being presented with that?
Oh, it's terrible.
Like, I realize that, I mean, in the participating people here, because nobody's commenting, I can't read your comments because they're too far away and I'm blind, but I can tell that that's not moving. Being the only female here, like, there is no way
and a mother
in hell I would ever consent to that, because you know that baby would have been the next victim had it been a female.
I mean, maybe,
like,
but
even considering Stockholm syndrome and stuff, I realize that's a very real thing, but I don't think I could do it. I've already read that. You can have it.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
You do.
Of course I pay attention. I'm a multitasker. But could you imagine the thoughts that went through that poor girl's head? Like,
so I do want to talk about that, specifically her. And there's a reason. Like, so oh no. Sorry. She there's some weird stuff, man. Can you make me an iron pickaxe, please? Should be some forged iron in there, I think. We didn't take it with us.
I thought you went back.
I did. Oh, you know what? I think we left the stuff there, right? Because we were gonna go back and get it or something.
I thought you just went back like a few minutes ago.
I didn't go back to the original base. I went back to the second base.
I'm so confused with life right now.
Anyway, she worked for him for 2 years. Yeah, she did some bad stuff, but on the same token, she was
groomed.
She was. I mean, she was kind of like their best employee. I don't know if that's the best way to say that, but I mean, that seemed to be what she was doing.
Right. Well, I mean, she was getting paid to be there, but she didn't know anything else. You know?
Well, that's true, yeah.
She was 17, and God only knows what her life was like beforehand, you know?
Well, and she was just a server, I think, at Mar-a-Lago. Pretty girl. That's probably why they picked her. So then we can so that's one victim, right? So then we get into Johanna Soberg. I didn't find a whole lot from her other than she was recruited by Maxwell, of course. And she was hired originally to work in Epstein's home and then eventually give him quote-unquote massages, which they both claimed that was code for sex. They did have a slip-up, which is why I wanted to get into them. Now, Johanna Soberg did bring in that while she was on the plane with Epstein, they had to, because of weather, they had to do a landing, like an emergency landing type thing, and so they called Trump. Now, this is in the 90s, mind you. And I'm throwing this out there because most of these people denounced and separated from Epstein before 2003. And most of his offenses start from 2002 to 2005. Now, I brought up 2003 in particular because that's Bill Clinton. We're going to come back to him. There's a lot of things connected there. But what we do have is another person who they tried to make a victim. I mean, they did assault her, but so Maria Farmer gets invited to this Ohio home, like mansion thing by Epstein. Doesn't know any better, allegedly. And the house they go to belongs to Leslie Wexner. If you don't know who that is, he owns Bath & Body Works, and more importantly, Victoria's Secret. Interesting thing there, right? So, with that, Wexner had hired Epstein's...
Oh my God.
You just make that connection?
No, I made another connection. You know what is a sub-company or whatever of Victoria's Secret?
Pink?
Pink. Do you know what Pink is marketed towards?
Children?
Teenage girls.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm a little slow.
No, it's fine. That's a good connection.
You know who models teenage girls' clothes? Teenage girls.
You know whose type was teenage girls?
All of these freaking freaks.
Yeah. So Vexner, well, what happens with Farmer, though, is her and her little sister...
Oh my god, we had a box in here, and I found the iron.
Oh, where's...
You're welcome.
Oh, the bathroom, in case we got stuck. That's right.
Ah. Lovely.
So...
Anyways.
So, with Farmer, I took a bunch of stuff. I'm just going to throw it there. So, Farmer takes her little sister with her. They go to... That's not what we're doing. They go to this place in Ohio, Vexner's place. And basically, they try to assault her. She freaks out. She gets stopped by a bunch of guards. And then they're like, they finally let her go, but her little sister had already been assaulted. Unfortunate ordeal, very. With all that, I do have a question. So, Victoria's Secret pink models, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we have this other guy. I could not find a connection. Maybe somebody else knows one. We had Jean-Luc Brunel, who recruited models. It was like his actual job. And then he would farm. He was actually found to farm girls out that he recruited. And he was also found of committing suicide after...
He was arrested and put in prison in, was it Paris, maybe?
Oh, I don't know where he was. Probably not. It's probably America.
No, it was some other country. I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, was it?
I'm pretty sure it was Paris.
Oh, okay.
He was in prison.
So we have, I mean, that seems like a pretty odd connection, right? Like, did you make that pickaxe already?
It has 6 seconds left.
All right, I'm
Put
coming.
it in
I'll find you.
the gun box, right?
Okay, thank you.
And I guess I don't need to head back to the other base since we found our stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
But anyways, he also committed suicide by hanging.
Yeah. Kind of strange, kind of strange. Furthermore, we get into... Oh, how far do I want to go with this? So, you know, I'm all about the truth here, so I'm just throwing this out there. I don't want to aggravate you. I know you like the guy, but Donald Trump. So no allegations against him. No one ever said anything. He was just present for a couple things. But the same guy that gave Epstein his first deal became the labor secretary for Trump during his presidency. And then after Epstein was arrested again, people started criticizing what he had, that deal, right? And he resigned. That's literally it, though. You have the Mar-a-Lago, where a lot of the girls that have come forward were recruited from, including Guffrey. And then you have Acosta that worked for him. You know, I don't know what that means for Trump, but...
Means that all those dirty suckers are connected in some way or another, and money is power. That's what that means.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's, you know, any damning evidence for him. It doesn't look good. I don't know where these zombies are going. Whatever, I'll kill this one.
Ha! Popped your head, lady.
Anyway, moving on. We got... Oh, man, where all do we want to go?
Zombie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's
you're
a
doing
crawler.
things.
Yeah. So, to throw this out there, we have, of course, the Prince Andrew thing. We'll go ahead and take care of our friends under the royal scope. Oh, Prince Andrew. So, I found some interesting stuff on him. Primarily that he apparently has a really weird kink. Anyway.
Okay, so first of all, is he even considered a prince anymore? Wasn't he basically...
He lost most of his stuff, yeah.
Yeah. But what is this weird kink? Because you've got my curiosity piqued.
Well, let me start. how they met. So his ex-girlfriend is Lady Victoria Harvey. I know nothing else about Miss Harvey. However, she was very good friends, or is very good friends, with Ghislaine Maxwell. That friendship is what brought the royal family, or at least Andrew anyway, into this mess. Virginia Giuffre said she was forced to do things with Prince Andrew. She also, by the way, was forced to do things with Epstein and Maxwell, sometimes at the same time, but most often with Epstein. So the big thing with the kink, since we'll get there, was somebody had a doll made that looked like him, like Prince Andrew.
And was that the puppet?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, this little puppet thing is sitting there, and I believe it was Ghislaine Maxwell, or it might have been the lady, whatever her name is, Harvey. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was Maxwell.
But yeah, like has the puppet in her lap, and then Giuffre had to sit in Andrew's lap. And so the only part of the story that was released was that when Maxwell put the puppet's hand on her own breast, then Andrew had to put his hand on Guffrey's breast.
I mean, I didn't put it together that was a kink, but a puppet?
Yeah, and a puppet of yourself.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
Yeah, it is.
Like, what is wrong with people?
Oh, so much. So, other people that Guffrey had talked about.
Anybody know where I was going?
No. We'll start with the small fry, Bill Richardson. So, Bill Richardson was on the list and named by Guffrey as somebody she was forced to be with. And he was the energy secretary for Bill Clinton. Told you we were going to get into Bill. We're gonna ease into it.
Oh, my language.
Hey, I got a mini bike book.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
I don't think it's fair to ease into it. Just saying.
Well,
I feel like you should just ram it in hard.
Wow. Considering the topic we're addressing here, that's a bit much. Come on, here, piggy.
All right, so this house has already been looted. So I'm gonna exit the building.
So we get into George Mitchell, and we're gonna get into this a little bit more with him. So George Mitchell. He was the envoy. If you don't know what an envoy is, they're like the representative for the country. They're usually the ones that are, ambassadors or whatever for Bill Clinton as well. He was also a hotel owner. Who else I got in here? Yeah, so then we have those two political contacts, directly political. Bill Clinton's advisor, his closest advisor, Doug Band, was on the list. I don't remember finding anything that he was associated directly with any of the acts. We also then have Alan Dershowitz, who's a lawyer, and as the lawyer of Epstein directly, when Bill Clinton was being impeached, right, for Monica Lewinsky, guess who advised him and helped his counsel with that trial? It was Dershowitz. So then furthermore with Dershowitz, he is also implicated as being one of the people that Guffrey was forced to do stuff with.
Wow.
We have this whole inner circle, right? That y'all starting to see the picture?
Right. And I mean, yeah, it's a small world, but it's not quite that small.
Right. Oh, I did forget to mention that with the school thing, when Epstein was being questioned, he pled the fifth and refused to talk about whether or not he'd ever slept with any of his students.
So I actually read the transcripts on that interview, and that's not necessarily correct. It's he was asked, "Did you ever sleep with any of your students?" And he said, "While I was teaching." And they said, for this line of questioning, let's go with yes. And he said, no, not while I was teaching. And they asked if he slept with any of his former students, and he said, I don't remember.
Oh. So what I read said he pled the fifth, like the 8th, the 14th, like everything. Oh, I got it.
However, I mean that's when it started, right? Like he was getting attention from all them girls, and that's where it all began.
I mean, yeah, I think so, right? Like you probably, everybody's got their kink or whatever, but when you got some attention for it, just kind of reinforced it.
Yeah. Well, also like power, like people who take advantage of other people, they do it because they have some sort of control issues, right? Like,
yeah, generally.
And they gave him power. They made him a teacher, and he enjoyed having the control. Like he enjoyed being the boss, and he just took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
All right, I think I got rid of all the zombies in here. It's such a tangled web.
Oh, there's more. There's a lot more.
It's terrifying.
So I came across, he had 2 butlers, because he had multiple locations. He actually probably had more butlers, but I found 2 that actually spoke, right? So one of them basically just confirmed that he saw a bunch of stuff that happened, right? I didn't really see much point in that one. Like, he didn't tell anybody anything he didn't already know. Oh, by the way, we need to find a new home for tonight. We can't stay there again.
Yes, dear.
So, his other butler, the one that was more interesting, was Alfredo Rodriguez. And let me tell you, Google tried really hard to not let me find anything on Alfredo Rodriguez. I know that sounds really conspiracy theory-like, and it probably, whatever, probably is. But but the thing that was interesting to me about that is it brought up every Albert, Alfonso, Alberta, any Rodriguez that started with an A before it would bring up this guy. Like, I had to really specify my search. I had to get on DuckDuckGo. I couldn't use my regular one. Search engine. Like, it was a lot.
Well, that's not shady at all.
I know, right? So, he had Epstein's black book, which he kept and tried to sell to the victim's attorneys for $50,000, which got him promptly arrested, essentially for not coming forward with the information. He was withholding evidence. I don't know if you'd call it a good arrest or not, but the guy basically said, hey, man, these are powerful people, and I don't know what's going to happen to me. So Alfonso went to prison. He did get out of prison. He wasn't shady killed or anything. He died of mesothelioma when he got out. Kind of a sad death. But, yeah.
Oh, I have decisions to make. What do I do?
So then, we get into... What am I... Oh, that crap, yeah. Is that what I... Yeah. Who's next? Ah, yes. Bill Clinton. Let's get into Bill now. Oh, I'm going to need to, get somewhere safe for a minute. I'm just staying on this car.
We got anybody still hanging out with us?
Yeah, there's one. So we got Bill Clinton. who is said to be like brothers to Jeffrey Epstein. He was also close friends with Ghislaine Maxwell. There's many pictures everywhere. In fact, even the screenshot for this was from pictures of them both together. Well, one of them's from them together. He quoted that that Jeffrey Epstein was a gifted financier and philanthropist, meaning that he was good for people. Anyway. And then Epstein said that Bill Clinton was the world's greatest politician, which is not a compliment in my eyes, but that's just me. So he would donate to Bill Clinton's campaign in the 90s, so 92 election. And then he also would loan planes to Clinton and would accompany him to the Clinton Foundation functions when they were trying to set stuff up in other countries. Which if we make the connection with Wayfair, that's a whole ordeal.
Holy balls. Mo, what do you know?
So we have, so far, recap, we've got Epstein and Clinton are friends. I'm going to try to make a connection here, all right? You can tell me if I'm crazy or not, because I don't have anything fully substantiating, which if I did, then Hillary'd probably knock on our door or something. But
I don't think she knocks.
Anyway, so we've got a president, we've got Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell working a sex trafficking ring. We've got a president that visited. We've got a former presidential candidate, Al Gore, that visited. We have another former president that knew him, which was Trump. So you see this political circle. Celebrities everywhere, by the way. If you've looked at the list, there's all kinds on there. We got Biden is on the list. He's also, the current president, rather, and the vice president before. Barack Obama's on there. All these people have been on the logs for things with Epstein, whether they were at Island of Little St. James or whatever. Then we have all the stuff in Ukraine. You know what one of the highest trafficked human places is? Russia and Ukraine. Just throwing that out there, especially for women. On top of that, when Bill was in office, a lot of people that were on his staff, right? We talked about George Mitchell and Bill Richardson and Doug Band were all there, right? Now, these are places like with George Mitchell, who was the Northern Ireland envoy, which is part of the United Kingdom, which is part, with England, right? See where I'm going so far?
Yep.
We have international connections going on. And these international connections are lending their way... how do I say that? I guess to a very possible aid in the ring, especially a big ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then...
and then there's more.
Yeah. They just fully admit it. Like I said, follow the money, right? I always follow the money. So what I found was, this one's pretty obvious. We have the Epstein Victim Compensation Program. They have so far, since his death, put out $121 million to 135 victims. Now, Guthrie and Soberg and Farmer have all taken settlements instead of going to court. I got another twist to throw in too, by the way, after this bit. So then, on top of that, with no admission of anything, right? So no admission of guilt, no admission of context, nothing. J.P. Morgan Bank and the Deutsche Bank have paid millions in associated lawsuits with Epstein. And I couldn't find any more information than that. I don't know what those are about. If anybody knows, let us know.
Well, they can't possibly be anything good.
Right. So all that money is going out to these victims to shut them up. What it sounds like, right?
Yeah. And from what I've read, the victims who actually got something from that fund, it wasn't anything near what they would have gotten had they gone to court.
But it was a sure thing.
Yeah.
Okay. One last little twist before we start putting out theories. Well, this is just all stuff that we found. Googling and researching and reading articles and testimonies and documentation and all that. So, oh yeah, where all have you been? So I know where not to go. And then it's getting kind of midday. Okay, let's find us. We need to start finding us a place to be.
I found a prison.
Can we get in it?
I also found a shotgun messiah, which I've already been in. Or there's a couple of ritzy houses that are made of brick. Those would be pretty easy to make for a one-night thing. I think maybe we could do the prison for Horde Night. Give us a couple of days to get in it.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, because we're gonna need a better something,
Right, yeah.
But as far as like tonight, we could just go into a house or whatever.
Okay. Oh, I haven't gone nearly as far as I thought I had. Okay, so just something that I noticed, because I pay attention to these things, and I don't even watch the news, by the way. I just peek in every now and again if something strikes my fancy. So when Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested, we didn't hear a damn thing for God knows how long. Right? Like, just nothing. So I started paying attention. And I was like, look, I used to be a cop. And when you investigate something and you want to really nail somebody, you're doing drugs, which is mostly what I was investigating. Imagine you have somebody willing to talk and do things. Are you going to just parade them out in front of all the people you're trying to arrest?
Nope. Because you don't want them to accidentally hang themselves.
Yeah, you don't want to burn them, right? You don't want to burn your CI, your snitch, whatever. You don't want the bad guy to know, what you're doing.
Yeah, you gotta have a wild card up your sleeve.
So I made the call, like a little prediction. I was like, all right, so either she's gonna hang herself, or we're gonna see some arrests start being made, or best case scenario, we start seeing some kids getting found, right? Sure enough, a couple months after her arrest, it's all quiet in the neighborhood, and then boom, we got like 50,000 kids are found in the United States by the U.S. government.
Yeah, because that's a coincidence, I'm sure.
Right, yeah. So like it's a crazy amount. Oh, hello, weird chicken. I don't know why I went that way.
Level up.
So there's obviously a big ring. My favorite thing that I'm hoping for is that means we're about to start seeing some people be held accountable for this, right? Like, that makes sense. Like, there's actually going to be some, you're going to jail for being an asshole.
First of all, I feel like it's more than just being an asshole. However, never mind. I don't want to be that person. I'm going to be that person. If they're only going to hand out 18-month sentences, then what's the point? Like, that's why everybody's taking these buyouts. It's because they know that it's a bigger punishment to hit their wallets than it is to put them in jail for 6 months.
Yeah. It is. I don't think you're being any kind of person there. I think it's just accurate. All right, so we got another problem. Not a problem, but another discussion. What do you think the master plan of all this is? Or is there one?
The master plan of the cover-up, or the scandal, or the ring, or like what?
Like what all's going on? Do you think it's just a pleasure thing? What do you think's happening?
I think it's a pleasure/money thing.
Okay.
If you're into that sort of thing, then obviously, like, your goal is to get away with it, right?
Sure.
I mean, you're not gonna get your kicks if you're locked up somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a money thing too, because somebody is trafficking those girls, and they're not doing it for free.
Right.
Like, you're not gonna put yourself in that danger for nothing.
Right.
Somebody's making bank.
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
So mine's a bit more drawn out. Oh. Rick, you're back. Her dad was supposed to have a meeting because he was defaulted on $50 million in loans. He skipped that, got on his yacht, and the Lady Ghislaine. No kidding.
You didn't read the whole thing, I don't think, and I can't see it.
Yeah, I did. That was the whole
okay.
thing. The name of the yacht was Lady Ghislaine. Sorry, I kind of ganked that out. So, like, this is my theory. Imagine you find a way, without being the politician yourself, to control things. So you're like this really
The puppet master.
Pretty much, but so like imagine,
not
right?
to get into kinks or anything.
Well, so imagine that you're a really likable guy. You know, everybody. You know, you got good charisma. It's an obvious thing. You noticed it when you were a high school teacher, and you know, in a private school, which you know, it's a really well-to-do private school too. Sailed to the Canary Islands. No kidding. Interesting. So you're this likable guy. You got charisma. You got to sway with people. You've even made some young versions of friends, right? Like in that realm, because these are wealthy people's children, right? So then you go and you find out, hey, you know, Bill really likes him young, which is an actual quote, by the way, from one of the testimonies. And they're talking about Bill Clinton. So you're like, hey, Bill, you know, would you like to come party or whatever? And Bill's like, yeah, okay, I'll come party. And so you do that for a week or two, right? Or however many times, 3 or 4 times he comes out, right? You got some prostitutes or whatever, some willing participants. And then maybe the 4th time you're like, hey, Bill, just so you know, she's 14. And that whole thing for cool. Yeah, that's kind of the reaction they probably had. But the next morning, his naked body is found by the crew. No kidding. Ooh, yeah, that's a bit conspicuous.
It's very suspicious.
You see where I'm going with this, though? Like, if you were able to pull that off, and then once you've got one, especially one big fish, you can start bringing in the next fish. You know, hey, Bill, you know, I really think we need to get, you know, some of your people on board, you know, George or whatever.
What's he going to do? Tell you no? You got blackmail on him. That's
right.
a good point.
And so then you start thinking, like, you know what I think would be better? Let's get, like, the federal... I don't know if this happened or not, but it'd be a fun thing to look into to see if it actually happened, especially what time frame if it did happen. Somebody feel free to fact check me. But, or look it up, whatever. You know, did anybody... Or did the age of consent get lowered? Or anything like that?
Wait, what?
Something like the age of consent get lowered, or maybe the penalties for sex crimes get lowered. Stuff of that nature is what I'm getting at. Gotcha. You could get pretty much what, you know, if that's your purpose. Or maybe you want to run the world a certain way. Maybe you want tax breaks on certain things. So that you can help your clients to help you make more money, so that you can bring more powerful people into your little ring and then find what their kink is.
Are you in that passing gas?
Yeah.
Is there a workbench?
No.
Boo.
You find their kink and get them in the circle. The next thing you know, you have a whole ass network of very powerful people And so then you start bringing in scientists and things. And you know what scientists really struggle to get? Money for their funding. So they're going to be at these parties and they're not going to say anything because they need money. So my theory is, this is what the part that's probably going to piss everybody off. is I think Epstein was actually a pretty damn good social scientist.
Dude, doing something.
I think in his own right, he was a sort of genius.
Makes me feel dirty that you just said that.
I know, me too. But, you know, I'm honest.
Eek. I think Mo's got a crush on me. Every time I turn around, he's sneaking up behind me.
He's Epstein. So what say you, madam, of my theory?
I mean, it makes sense. Like, I don't know, though. I mean, you've got a handful of people that are just like, you know, really, like, if anybody was doing that, I think it's the girlfriend that the ship was named after.
Could be.
Like, I don't think anybody else was thinking that far ahead. I think they were thinking a whole different ball game there. But I could see her doing some shady stuff like that. Like, why else would you do that? Like,
well, and maybe so. And she came from that kind of stock. I don't know what Epstein came from, to be honest. So I think he was just kind of a loser. We got to find a place to be.
What?
So.
Let's go to this house right here.
Which one is that? It's in the skinny one, so here.
Yep.
My little tint. Okay.
You love my my planning ahead there. Let's
do.
just go to this hole.
That's kind of the point, right? It's not going to be too big of a deal at first, but later on it's going to suck, so we get into higher difficulties. So yeah, I mean, I really think that with all this going on, I think Epstein was just a mastermind of social networking, really, and he got people to do what he wanted them to do with a ridiculous amount of blackmail. Now, we could go into the weird stuff, which I have absolutely zero evidence of, but it's kind of fun to talk about.
You don't think all of this is weird stuff? I'm confused.
Oh, it is, but it's more believable than this other part that I have to talk about.
Okay, let's get down and dirty.
So, okay. We're going to get into Hillary here. My absolute favorite human.
By the way, I just want to throw this out there. Disclaimer, PSA, whatever. If we stop posting or are not here,
we didn't hang ourselves
on yes, on next Saturday night. We did not hang ourselves. Neither one of us are suicidal. It was not suicide, homicide, whatever. I know that was the wrong order. You can't do that backwards.
Murder, suicide.
Yes. Okay, go ahead, continue.
So we'll back up a little bit, right? We got the Freemasons. And if you look at their lore and you look at the really high lore, they like worship, they do these weird rituals, and it appears they worship this thing called Moloch. It's like a demon thing. You can Google that too, it's a fun time. So with this weird demon Moloch thing, anyway, it's mentioned a lot in her leaked emails that came out. And turns out Obama's brother's name is Moloch. Just throwing that out there. So, whatever that means. Anyway, it was about these, like, you know, time to do our contributions to Moloch and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Type of thing. But a lot of those rituals allegedly call for things like sacrificing of young girls, Gosh. Oh, that needs to come out of there. Like sacrificing of young girls.
I found a bunker.
Oh, nice. The sex acts and things like that, especially with young girls. By the way, there were boys there too. I mean, there's a lot of weird little things that were happening, obviously, but so rather than it being the being necessarily anyway the sex stuff only, what if it was a religious thing?
So, I mean, it could be. However, the Freemasons were more of a politically corrupt organization. I don't really know, like, how I want to put that, than a religion.
Like I said, when you look at the top tiers, though, they worship this demon thing.
Well, yeah, but I could see the Freemasons being in charge of trying to take over the political side of things with blackmail. Like them being the reason for all of it.
So what if... I'm going to have to look something up. What if Epstein was a Freemason?
Good luck finding it.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure. Secret
so
of
I found a pop and pills,
stuff.
but it's snowing and I don't have a coat and my inventory's full. So I'm going to head back the other way. Also, we need to move at least food and things like that before we start.
Okay, we got little skiffs. Oh.
Shot a deer in the booty.
Well, we got a good bit of that out anyway. It was a nice conversation. I don't know what else to talk about, but with it.
So what does everybody else think? What are your conspiracy theories? Or true, possibly, theories? Why is it snowing? I can't see anything. Who can I say? Oh, whoa.
So there was like a bunch of bacon and eggs. Where did that go? Is it still over here?
Did we eat it?
There were 17 of them, I hope.
Is it in the fire?
Nope. I left the mini bike book. I don't know if you've read it or not.
I don't believe I have.
Oh, I found it. Yeah, it's here.
I'm cold and I can't see anything. It's getting worse. I think I just tripped over a snowball.
Nice.
Not really. What's up?
Not much.
I don't want that one.
I am a bit concerned about where this goes from here, you know, like
if we're gonna get killed in our sleep.
Well, not us, but oh yeah, I forgot. There was also, she couldn't remember his name. There was like a president. She said he looked and sounded Spanish. It was one of the people she was forced to have sex with. Oh, so many things. We looked up so much stuff. There's also Glenn and Eva Dubin. They're close friends with Maxwell and Epstein for decades, very openly. But there was literally nothing on them at all. No one said anything and whatnot. They're just on the list. Oh, what a nightmare of a thing, though.
Okay. We need to be moving over.
I know. I'm waiting on you, so I can combine some things.
Oh, do you have more stuff to put in there? Go ahead.
If it'll go, yeah. Oh, that's, well, whatever. Oh, spike club? I'm not using clubs, so.
At all?
Nope.
You
I have
one.
Yeah, I just picked it up. I also have this hunting rifle, which I don't want. But okay, go ahead in there. I'll pop stuff in here.
So you're not doing any kind of melee at all?
Knife. I'm knife only, remember? This is the bow and knife only in this
No,
one.
I don't remember. You keep
Oh wait,
moving
was
us
that the other one?
back and forth, and I can't keep track. I don't
Well,
have
that's
a
just
clue.
mine. I think. Was it this one? Or is it the other one? I don't remember which playthrough I'm doing bow only.
Purple?
I don't remember. Oh well. I left you a bow knife in here. I don't know if you need it or want it, but I'll take this ammo. I guess I'll take this entire hunting rifle since we have it. Hold on, let me look.
We need a workbench.
Yeah.
We're getting too much stuff and we
So,
can't combine anything.
I am using clubs and things in this one, so.
Okay.
Do you want the spike club?
No, go ahead.
So, the other one is the one I'm not, so. Guess I'll keep this on me for now. I don't know. Anyway, all right, I'll take whatever other stuff. If we're going to use that, we'll just do that. What's up, Rizzy? You been here long? You been listening to our crazy rant about Jeffrey Epstein?
Look at that. I just got the workbench.
Oh, nice.
Because we
need one, yeah.
We got to do something. Is it resources the workbench is under? No.
I really don't know. I'm trying to take the things I know you'll need.
Well, that's why I'm doing this, because I couldn't remember. We don't have enough forged iron. We're gonna have to go back.
Let's build a forge. We have the stuff.
Do we? Okay, so we need all the stuff for a forge. Mechanical parts.
Ooh, mechanical parts we might have to find.
We have some in your inventory. But
we
it's
do.
not enough.
Yeah, we'll have to get more.
Wrench, claw hammer, wood.
You can have my wrench, but I did just actually put one in.
Yeah, we have a couple extras.
I got one there. And a claw hammer somewhere.
Okay.
Or I thought we did anyway. Swore there was one.
Yeah, we have one somewhere. I seen it. I seen it.
Oh, I've got it. I've got it in here too.
Okay. Do you have leather?
Yep, I'm about to make more too.
You got the clay.
I'm also. Oh, well, thanks, Rizzy.
Short pipes.
Said we're awesome.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the Epstein rants. If you were here for that, we just kind of finished. Went through an hour-long discussion over about 3 hours of research between the two of us. So.
We may or may not have issues. I'm gonna grab the anvil. Did you read the mini bike book, or am I reading it, or
you are usually the one that does it, so I didn't read it.
Okay.
You want me to give it to you though? It's one less space we have.
Yes.
I'll just put it down here. I do kind of want to take the bike stuff. Like I got tires, I'm not too worried about, but like the gas.
The ammo, the 9 ammo that you have, will stack on what I have. If you want to put it in a box somewhere.
I'll put it back in this one. Do you have any 7.62? No. Okay.
Okay, we can come back and get some of this stuff tomorrow, but we should probably go clean out our house before it gets dark.
Yeah, it's not a bad plan. All right. Is it that one? Yeah. How do I donate? We don't have any of that up yet. We aren't monetized, and we're not. We just haven't done any of that. Haven't set up Patreon or nothing. But thank you. It's all just us messing around, having fun now.
Just contribute to our conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
See if you can help us make it be a little crazier.
Yeah.
Or, if we happen to come up missing.
Yeah.
Spread the word.
Be a witness. Yeah. We got lots of conspiracy theories we could be talking about. I mean...
There's zombies somewhere.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if they're in here. I don't see anybody. Yet. I don't think we need seeds. Oh, man. I mean, I guess we could do that. We could set up, I mean, not right this second, but at some point we could set up a Patreon thing. We looked at it, we just, I don't know.
We got a lot going on, yo.
Yeah. Well, I'm sensed, not sensed. I don't know what's happening. Oh, hey. I found you. Yeah. Yeah. Suck it, Trebek. Oh, this club is terrible.
Ugh, we need a mining helmet so we can see.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think we actually have most of the stuff for one, except for the mechanical parts that we're going to need more of because we're building all kinds of stuff.
Are you in this house yet?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Oh, there you are. Okay.
I was watching you walk around. I knew where I was.
Oh, okay.
I am in the process of securing our future.
All right. I am in the process of putting down chests in the kitchen so that we can put crap out of our inventory. I guess we should wrench apart some cars, huh?
Yes, we should. But will you get the forge going?
Oh yeah, should definitely do that. That. I think that's what I need for bellows. Yeah, bellows. I feel like if I make a few bellows, we can just leave them and take them with us where we go to make new ones. We should probably make a campfire as well. And cook some food. Use up our eggs and stuff if you've got any.
I think all of the downstairs windows are down to one block.
How did I get in
here? Through a window.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna go get more stuff. What do y'all want to see or hear about, I guess, for the next conspiracy theory type thing? A fun one to research that I've never actually fully researched would be the links between JFK and Abe Lincoln. One of the cool things about them, obviously they were both assassinated, but they are the only two presidents that ever tried to make American money government money. So, like, our money is privatized right now. I don't know how many people know that, but the Federal Reserve is, or the Fed, is a private company.
Where is it that we get mechanical parts? Is it from shopping carts?
Yeah, so shopping carts. Oh, you can't stack these. I didn't know that. Mechanical parts. See, shopping carts, filing cabinets, leather chairs, which I'm actually in a place I can be doing that real quick. In fact, I'll do that first so that I have room. Maybe we already did it, actually, because I don't see any more. Yep, okay. Well, never mind. Just kidding. Oh, what all do I need to bring in? Basket, we need that. Let's keep taking this copper. That'd be good for that. For selling things, we could make a trader run at some point.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of going to be a big thing, right? Because we can stack money pretty high.
Yeah. How did I not get that gas bill last time? Whatever. Tires.
I can't see anything.
And a battery. Okay. Alright, I don't have that book yet. Alright. Moving on.
Moving on up.
To the east side. Alright, I gotta get back before, bad times happen.
I'll be there eventually.
Hey, a bird nest. Ooh, piece of candy. just for a minute. I'm pretty close.
So I myself am feeling like this challenge is one of the harder ones.
You think so?
Yes. Yes, I do. Like it's so hard to not, like, we can't take anything with us. We can't do anything. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just spinning around in circles like a lost little puppy.
I mean, I kind of like it because it's keeping us moving, for one. But two, it's also, I think it works pretty well with having something to talk about, too, like we did.
So I always have something to talk about because it's just me. But, it's so stressful. Never know where we're going to be. Never know what we're going to do. I'm having a heat stroke. I should probably take off some clothes.
Yeah, that's what I had to do, too.
Might should drink some water.
Yeah.
By the way, we're only 3 parts away.
From?
2 parts away. From the workbench.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's what shit was helping with that. Too late now. Purely selfish gain here, so I can make my weapons better. Our weapons better, actually. I don't even know if you use your bow anymore, but
Yeah, I've been using it.
Mine's like 200 levels higher than yours.
Yeah! We got a workbench.
Hey, alright,
As soon as we have some forged iron.
Oh, alright. I'm coming. I got it. Some iron and I got a forge.
Okay.
And we'll do that overnight.
Yes. We're gonna do this thing.
Why am I in the water? What did I do? I went the wrong way. That's what I did.
Were you just like, what were you doing?
I was trying to get to the tent, but I went to the wrong tent. Oh no. No, I would much rather have that. Wes! What's up? Well, thank you. We're trying. I hope you enjoy the episode, man. When you come back and watch it, I know you're at work now, but we tried something new. We always had this idea of like kind of podcasting, sort of. So we went with a conspiracy theory today, thus Epstein and Clinton on the cover. Rick's internet is doing crap to him right now, so he said he couldn't hang out. He's kind of popped in here and there, but he said his internet's kind of on the fritz. Something's bad on it. Freezing in Ohio. We talked about Ohio, actually. We're talking about your state and the old Epstein stuff with the guy that owns Victoria's Secrets.
What's his name? I don't remember. His name.
Vexler or something?
Do you have clay?
Not much. I had to use most of it. I have like 65 clay.
Okay, that should be enough. We just need a little bit of...
9 degrees? Yeah, we're actually, here in Arkansas, we're about the same. I'm not even gonna lie. It is, as my daddy would say back in the day, cold as a witch's titty. I'm not sure why he knew what temperature witch's titties were, but he did. So...
Or he claimed to, anyways.
Yeah.
I can't see.
All right, I brought a bunch of stuffs. Oh, nope, need that one. Go Buckeyes, yeah. How's work going, man? Can I put it on the table? I've always wanted to do that. Yes. Of course, had that fallen like that one thing happened that one time, that'd have been really sad. What was that?
I don't know. But
Um,
put the clay in there, and then I'll put the iron in there because I already got it.
Okay. Oh, the chem station. Jesus.
Holy Jesus.
In a brass bra.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like torture.
It does. It's funny though, how cold your titties would be. Oh my god. I think after like the first 10 minutes, YouTube stops actually looking. Sorry, it's a cooking pot. Like the thing that checks it, like to make sure you're not abusing some rights or whatever, or violating something. Like I think they actually stopped checking at like 5 or 10 minutes. So it's like adult time now.
It's adult time.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't sound dirty at all.
I mean, you know.
We can say what we want. We can do what we want. You can't stop us.
You
Okay,
could.
you can.
Would you make me a stone axe just when you have a moment, madam?
I will. I will make you a stone axe right now.
Thank you.
As soon as I figure out how. I pushed a button. I didn't know what was going on. All right, it's gonna be in the empty box.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like that's a good place for it.
It is. I quite enjoyed that discussion, though. Did you?
I did.
That was fun. Well, while you're here on break, Wes, look, man, I had this idea when we got done with the Epstein stuff. My theory is that Epstein was actually quite the social engineer. He's kind of a genius, really, that he had blackmailed all of the people in power to do what he wanted them to do. Anyway, don't know what you got. Any thoughts on Epstein? You into that whole thing, or do you have any ideas for future conspiracy theories we could discuss on the next thing? Oh, a kid fainted at the service desk and got taken to the ER to get checked out. He's okay, great.
Aw, poor kiddo.
Yeah, and then a crackhead came into the store to shop at the last minute and then walked in the freezing night. Aw. Man, addiction is sad. So sad.
It's so sad.
Ugh.
I'm trying to keep Forged Iron going so that we can get it done as soon as possible.
Poorly dressed, don't know if he's alive. Yeah, or she. Oh, she's alive. Yeah. It's a rough one, man. There was this guy when I was a cop. He was a Vietnam vet. Horrible alcoholic. One of the nicest humans you've ever met. And he lived in this old double-wide trailer. And, the floor was missing in most of it. Just the frame was kind of around. Keep you warm enough in the winter. You wouldn't freeze to death. But he'd get drunk in the warmer months. And I'd get calls all the time. He was sleeping in somebody's ditch. And I'd go see him. His name is Alfred. And I'd be like, Alfred, what are you doing, man? He's like, oh, I was just looking at this grass over here. It's kind of funny, too, by the way. And big old beard, missing most of his teeth, long hair. Usually smelled pretty bad.
Ugh.
But only if he had just had a bender. Like, he was fine otherwise. He was a pretty clean guy. He'd always ask you, he'd always invite you in. He'd ask you if you want to wet your whistle, get you something to drink. Whatever. But I really got to know him pretty well. Talked about a suicide by cop once as a rough night. Almost got in a fight with one of my superior officers that night.
Ugh, addiction is so sad, though.
Yeah. Well, and then I had a really sad conversation with him once. I don't know if I told you this part yet. I might have, but I think I might have talked him into trying to get some help once. And he looked at me and he says, Andy, I've got stage 4 liver cancer. He goes, my liver's been pickled for 10 years. I should have died 5 years ago.
Wow.
He goes, there's no point in me quitting now. He goes, I got a daughter. He goes, she ain't talked to me in probably 15 years. And I don't think she should. It ain't worth it. It was real sad.
Aww.
And I asked him, I was like, you want me to contact her? When you die? And he says, nope. She won't care.
Aww.
So I never even got her name to do it. I guess I could have probably tried to pull some strings and get it done, but
That is very sad. Do you have any football helmets on you?
Wow.
I'm not heartless, I swear. I just am not very tactful.
No, I don't. But there is a bow for you in this other box.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I have issues, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, the homeless thing, man.
I could use some of those arrows if you want to drop some of those too.
Sure. There is there's like a whole thing that happened where there was like this virus that went around and was shut down the country, and they wanted to social distance. and they put all the homeless people in hotels because they couldn't use them anyway. And you know, the craziest thing happened.
There was no more homeless people.
Yeah, they were in hotels. A lot of them got jobs and kept their jobs because people decided they didn't want to work anymore because used it as an excuse of COVID, right? So, yeah. Stage 4. He did die while I was still working over there. I went to his funeral, which was a military funeral because he was a vet. And I was the only one that came. It was pretty sad. I actually had to take a day or take a couple hours off my leave to go.
What would you do if you found out, like, this is it? You got like 6 months tops.
What would I do?
Yeah.
Now, that kind of depends. I mean, we got 4 kids and stuff. I don't want to leave you guys with crap, so I'd probably just continue as usual and save as much as possible. I'd probably let myself starve here to save more. Just so you had more of a nest egg.
Aw, I love you too.
Now, if y'all weren't in the picture, I'd probably take every last time I had and just travel, man.
For reals, though, getting jobs is what they all need, because that's why you're going to be homeless if you don't have any money.
Well, in some cases, yeah, I mean, that is the case, but like, how do I say this? If you're...
Oh, baby.
If you have an addiction, right, you have something wrong. And you need help. Addiction's a real problem. It's not that I agree with the guy much. Well, it's not that I disagree with him either, but Matthew Perry, who's now deceased, the guy from Friends, I saw an interview once where the guy had written a book, and he goes, in your book you say, that it's my choice to be an addict, and he goes, I can't be around alcohol because I'll drink it, and he goes, I can't stop myself, and that, like, I can empathize with that. There was a time in my life I was the same. It's what I look forward to all the time. Nowadays, it doesn't matter. I can have a drink, and that's really all I want. I don't want anymore. And most of the time, that's just either to calm a nerve or because my back hurts or something. Just to numb something because I can't take pain medicine. Woo, thanks, Dad. Anyway, thank you, Wes. Yeah, he was actually kind of a friend of mine. I liked him a lot. He was a very good man. I'll tell you though, my favorite story about Alfred is somebody called me and they were like, or they called in and they're like, can you have the cop call me? And so I call them and they're like, so there's this man outside my house. They said the wind knocked over our trash can, and when it knocked over the trash can, it knocked our mailbox loose. And he's out there and he's fixing it. And he goes, but we don't know who he is, and he looks kind of rough, maybe homeless. And I'm like, does he have long white hair and a long white beard? He's kind of dirty. Probably got some holes in his pants. Probably has like some wet stains and stuff. And they're like, yeah.
What the Cracker Barrels?
Big game hunting with night vision. Anyway, and they're like, yeah. And I was like, his name's Alfred. He's a very nice man. He's harmless. He's a Vietnam vet. He will not get angry with you. Honestly, he probably slept in your ditch, though. And so...
Do you have a knife?
I do. That's in our house. Wow.
It's just outside the door. It's like right outside this hatchy thing.
Oh, why can't I jump? There we go. So I went out there and he did. He fixed their mailbox, and then I was like, hey, do you want to make any money? He goes, man, I get plenty from my pension. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Dude lived on $400 a month. Hadn't worked since he got out of the military, which he did 18 years in, by the way. But anyway, with the homeless thing and the addiction and all that, the thing that really bothers me with all of it is we have the money to help people as a country.
Yeah. Well, the addiction thing, if we just made it more possible for people to get help with mental health issues.
Yeah.
we'd be so much better off. Most of the people that I know that are addicted to substances, they're trying to treat some sort of mental illness.
Yeah. Food's ready if you need some.
I honestly don't know if I'm hungry or not, but I'll be down for it.
I just took the food, so I'm going to put it in the box. It's on the top right.
Okay.
So I wrote a bill to Congress a while back. I am quite a nerd. I wasn't kidding, by the way, about that. Right, but he had a desire to fix the mailbox. He just wanted a purpose. Yeah, man, Alfred was great. He fixed a lot of stuff. There was a really sad moment, by the way, with him where he came across doing what he does like that. He was helping people, and he ends up coming across this woman that he actually kind of liked. He even cleaned up and kind of stayed sober for him. For her, she was legitimately like crazy in the head. Took a lot of medicine. We found out later. She was older, like him, and wasn't taking her medicine. And her daughter worked on the road, and so she'd come check on her every now and again. It was a bad deal. Anyway, so I wrote this bill to Congress about legalizing all drugs and prostitution. Create a new tax specifically for vanities. So at least that's what I call it, a vanity tax. Anything you do for pleasure. So movies, drugs, prostitution, whatever. And I used the crime information data from the FBI over a 10-year span. And I wrote this back in like 2000.
You're such a nerd.
I know. In like 2018, 19, something like that. So it was that 10-year span up to that point that we had. And just for the drugs we know about, which can't be very much in the total scheme, right?
Yeah.
And the prostitution we know about. If you taxed all that in 10 years, at the time anyway, we could have paid off the national debt and then gotten rid of all income tax. And I couldn't get all the numbers for property tax, but it seemed feasible. And still have more money than we get now from our current taxes.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah. And I showed it to a couple economist buddies of mine, and they told me your biggest problem is going to be religion and morality. They'll never go for it. But the other thing too is I also figured out financially you could set up multiple free daycares, old folks homes, and rehab centers with that money. Because you can't help somebody that can't help themselves, that doesn't want to help themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
And so in this case, you can help people because when they want it, they have somewhere they can go. So, had a Facebook post I read from an old friend that had no heat. Frozen pipes, didn't think much of it, so she told me about the 10-year-old shivering. Broke me inside when went to the store and bought supplies and blankets and food. Oh, kids, sucker punch to the gut. Yeah, that's rough, man. But good for you. They need it, man. There's people all over the place that are really struggling in this world. I didn't want to take your kill, so I waited.
It's cool. I was just hoping that she died before she broke that block.
Oh. Yeah, I wrote that to Congress. I never got a single response back.
No.
Yep. That was 6 years ago. Yeah, people want to be moral behind a keyboard, but that's about it. Sure is right. My favorite quote, I think, on that comes from Mike Tyson. He said something like, "Everybody, the problem with everybody on the internet is that they're not afraid to get punched in the face."
It's true.
Oh.
There's another zombie out there.
I feel bad that I didn't bring any gun parts. I should have, knowing that you were going to make that workbench.
Well, it's fine. I'm more worried about mining helmets so we can freaking see. But next step, we need to be chopping up some cars.
Yeah, mini bikes.
Yes.
It's close enough. I'm going. Oh, I need to get rid of that, though. That's going to be a problem if I'm running. Oh, I think it'd be hysterical if people got punched in the face for saying dumb stuff. I actually, I wrote another bill. I never sent it to Congress, but it was essentially the "Don't Be a Dick" bill. And I knew it was dumb, but I used it as a thought experiment once. Essentially, all it was if you got rid of all laws and pretty much anything goes as long as no one's being a dick. So you get punched in the face, you still have cops and stuff just to settle those moments, and then they're like, well, why'd you get punched in the face? And the guy's like, he's being a dick. And then, and then the guy has to justify whether or not he was being a dick. And that's it. It wouldn't work because of the whole tribal thing, the way people are. But I think it would solve a lot of problems if we could start fresh.
Yeah, it would.
Small town, but a few years ago, a councilman took a shot from a BB gun for turning off a water bill that was $1,000 behind.
Wow.
I think my favorite part of that is that it's from a BB gun. And amuses me. Oh, man. Population 393. Woo, even smaller than we are. Not by much, but still smaller. Well, I guess for our little area, we're even smaller. We're just next to a bigger area. Which still isn't that much bigger.
I mean, technically, the town that we reside in is much smaller than 393.
Something like 20? Or 30, something like that. There is actually a post office.
We are half the population.
Yeah. I don't know why there's a post office.
For poops and giggles?
Oh, good. Glad he was okay. I mean, it's funny it's a BB gun. It is funny. He wears a flak jacket now? I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know how to feel about that. It's like, it was a BB gun. Yeah, you got shot, but it was a BB gun. And at the same time, I don't know. I'd be a terrible politician because I would never wear anything protective. I would be packing. I'm like, you want to shoot me? Be a man about it, or a woman, whatever. But don't be a coward. Face me. I'll fight. I'll shoot with you. I'm also not smart, so
I'm just gonna throw it out there that, politician or not, I think responsible parties should all have the means on their person to defend themselves at all times.
Well, that's,
I'm not dropping a bunch of stuff, am I?
I'm not mad at anybody that doesn't like guns. Like, do you? Even our oldest, I tried really, really hard to get her to at least know how to use them, and she refuses. She hates them. And then on the flip side, though, if you look at the highest crime areas in the world, like Chicago, LA, places like that, but especially Chicago, where you're not allowed to have a gun, period, inside Chicago. It has the highest homicide rate in the world. And then you have the lowest crime and lowest homicide rate. I think it's Sweden. It might be Switzerland. I always get them backwards with this one. But they have conscription for 1 year. You have to go in the military for a year. And when you get out, you have to keep your assault rifle. It has to stay loaded. And you have to know how to use it to be proficient. That's the law. So that tells me that everyone there knows how to use it. Not only has the weapon, but they know how to use it. Yeah. So that means everybody that thinks to themselves, hey, I'm going to break in and steal some stuff or harm some people, Maybe. Or maybe they're going to hurt you because they have a big gun too.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, I agree with you on a lot of that because, like, I don't know, call me crazy, whatever, but that was kind of one of my stipulations on Katie staying home by herself for any length of time was that she could defend herself.
Oh, yeah? It's not a bad plan.
Like, and I realize that might be a little extreme to some people, but...
Yeah, we live in the middle of nowhere, though.
Well, not only do we live in the middle of nowhere, but, I mean, people aren't going to leave their kids at home by themselves if they don't know how to call 911 for help.
Yeah.
So why would you leave your kids at home by themselves if they can't protect themselves until 911 gets there?
Yeah.
All right, mining helmets in the bag, baby.
Cool. I'm bringing some gun parts. He's 72? I guess that's cool. Got mildly reprimanded by... Oh, I get mildly reprimanded by the mayor sometimes when I tell it how it... Oh, it's such a... Can't do a damn thing about that, hello?
I have bad news.
What's up?
I lied. I did not read the pistol book.
Oh.
So,
I think I have.
You have, because I told you that I had already read it.
Oh. Well.
So that one's on you.
All right. Is this our gun box?
Yeah. I'm going to go chop up some guys.
All right. I've got some parts. Not many. All right, well, not as many as I thought. I'm going to take, actually, the car stuff, I think, out and put it in the gun
That's
box. Fine. I need those. Don't need that. Or that. Take those. That is all I'm seeing. Okay.
How many of those cotton plants were in that other box?
60.
Okay. I think we need 6 of them.
Oh. So you work with your mayor? That's pretty cool. Gotta have taxes to pay for junk or turn the street lights out. You pick. Yeah, no, you're right. One of the things I struggle with myself is I'm not a huge fan of the government. And it's not that I don't like government. Like you said, we have to have it or the lights go out. It's just that's how things work. But what does upset me is overreach and misuse of so many things. However,
misuse of power in general is a very real issue.
Where the hell is the box? There it is. I agree. I mean, it's a terrible thing. I mean, like, what? I don't know in what context people go into politics, but if it were me, I would like to think anyway that I would be capable of staying honest.
Right.
It just really bothers me how much of our society has become
I have a really good battery.
Oh, good. I put one in there too. But so much of our society has become a you're not allowed to do this thing. Like, at what point do we start allowing the government to not only hold our hand, but force our hand? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even talk about it, but it bugs me. My fave, do you want snow plowed or leaves picked Because we're broke and can't do both. That's awesome. I mean, I imagine being, big towns have more area, but they got more people. So, yeah, that's a real issue, man. You never thought you'd be a politician, even a small one? Yeah, same, man. Like, I do have a funny theory, though. I think one of our elected officials here before long is going to be a YouTuber. Or something along that line, anyway. I think it's coming. Nope, I want to keep that.
Vote Andy for president.
Please don't. And, we only got 6 blood bags. But we got those. I think is it duct tape? I remember how to make med kits. Well, I can't make them anyway.
Well, don't.
I can't make them anyway.
Do too much craft until after we know what we need for the mini bikes, because I don't remember.
I got you.
I feel like duct tape is part of that.
Yeah, probably is. All right. Pistol. That's it. Okay.
I have a pistol in my inventory you can combine with that when I come home.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Home can't be there anymore. We have to move.
We do. Hey, mining helmet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Strong supporter of the Bill of Rights, same, man. Like, I actually had a really good debate once about what was the most important one, and I lost that debate. I said free speech, and they said Second Amendment, right to bear arms, because that's the only way you can protect your speech. And I was gladly wrong. I don't know if we have the whatevers for it, but I know that's a useful term I use there.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The book read for it, but we might be able to put together a whole 44. I'm not sure. Never mind, we're missing something. Barrel, maybe?
Okay. I don't know that we've read it either, but combine as much as we can because it fits better in the inventory.
Yeah. Getting her going. Yeah, that's all the stuff I can do. And I'm pro-life, which doesn't sit well with a few of the people in town, and they always want to start with that. Man, I hate that debate. It's such a hard debate. I mean, how do you argue that?
Is that a screamer?
I hope not. Maybe. Yep. Hey.
You're getting voted for president.
Got my groupie, is that what you're saying? She gonna crawl. Oh, no,
there's a dead pig in that pool, too, by the way.
There she died, fine. Oh.
It's in the deep end.
Look at her face.
Do you have something to drink over there?
I do.
Can I have a drink of your drink?
You can. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that. I just got over here.
And
I just saw it, too.
Thank you.
Yeah. And now I'm going to be in the pool while I get swarmed by zombies. Thanks. Oh, just kidding.
Do you want me to come and save you?
Nah, I'm probably just gonna leave.
I would do it.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess we'd find our next base. Oh man.
So I vote.
Oh, Wes voted. I'm president
one.
now.
That's what I just said.
I know. I'm just saying. You want to go
This
straight south? I mean, all right. Oh, hey, how y'all doing? Oh, you got shot in the face. No.
I like judges who actually sentence people. I mean, creative is great. Don't get me wrong. But
we'll see you, Wes. Be safe at work, man. Try to stay warm.
how is it that you have the screamer and I'm over here getting attacked?
Party favors? I don't know.
Do either of you have a wrench? Because mine's about to break. No? Okay.
Oh, whoa, sir. And you broke my leg, man. That's twice now. I've been hit once by a freaking crawler and got a broke leg. Bastard. I had a frame there.
Language, dear. Alright, I'm going to break into this building and see if they have a wrench.
We're just not going to talk about how my frame is missing.
I don't know what could have happened.
Because it was you? Wasn't it?
It was Mo.
Alright, what am I taking? Oh, look, I found my frame. My one frame.
I wonder where that came from.
I guess we'll take that. And I think there's more in here, right? Maybe not? Okay, well, that's fine. We'll need those. Come back for all that. Actually, we'll put all that in here. Oh, man. We'll need food. I'll leave a couple pieces here for you just in case you come back here first or need it or whatever. I'll take one stack of certain things, but nothing too crazy.
Have you found any engines yet?
I haven't. Take the bellows.
Did you die?
Maybe. Always seems to be a bit of an issue. I know. I feel like we should take those. I got another wrench here. Those and those.
Is there another wrench there?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be home in a minute. Because that's
right.
what I'm looking for.
All right.
Oh no, we're going to crash.
Oh, thank God. All right, I'll put the wrench back. It's in the left box. Is there anything in here? Yes. Your mining helmet. Oh my, it's so bright. Put your mining helmet in there too. I'm gonna break down this workbench and take it.
Okay. Ew, I just stepped in a dead body.
Oh, whoa. What are you doing, ho? Nobody likes that. Trying to do stuff here. Oh.
Will you put that iron and any clay that you have in the forge so that I can, so it can be cooking down so you can make frames?
So you make frames?
Mini bike frames.
Oh, I have no clay, but I will make that a thing to go get in a moment. So we're going south. Is it better to go this way? Yep. Oh, it's just another house just like it. Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, I was planning ahead. There's one next block over that's just like it too.
Well, I took my frame so I could use it as a step.
Okay.
I feel like this is cheating.
Well, that's what we talked about, was how if we were in a town, we could just hop from one building to the next while we looted.
Yeah, I mean, it works. Put my boxes up. I gotta go get more clay anyway. I'll put the workbench up. I brought it over here.
Are we taking everything? Is that what we're doing? I don't know.
I mean, we'll take a lot, yeah. Is this clay?
Oh, I do have an engine. I don't know where it came from. I don't remember getting it. But I ain't complaining.
I think this is clay right here, so I'm gonna start digging just right between these two houses because we need clay.
I'll try not to fall in the hole.
Okay.
Doo 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 doo. We haven't even searched this place yet. That might be in the wrong box. No. I don't know what I'm doing.
Alright. I'm gonna go. I guess I can just go get some stuff, so. Oh, we're gonna need another one.
Another one what?
Another frame.
Why?
So I can get back in over here.
I left it out there. Oh, over
On the
there.
other side, yeah.
Well, I'd have just went through the front of the house where it was already open, but
Alright, I'm putting half this clay in here.
thank you.
Put a little more wood in it. Maybe I have to get more wood soon. I'm just gonna start grabbing stuff. It's not that far. Brown, 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 brown chicken, brown cow. Brown, 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 brown.
Ugh. This is such a pain.
Yeah, it's a lot. You should heal too. There's a couple bandages and stuff in here. I got clay, I got rock. What else do I need? Do I need anything else? I do not. Making a forge. May not have to use it since this one's close, but we'll have it for next time. Cool? Cool.
Okay. Yes.
Glad we talked about it. Where?
I didn't feel like I had much of a choice but to agree, but you know. That's what today's all about, is pressure, right?
Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun. Is that it? I think that's it, except for what's in your forge. You gonna drop close? Oh man, it's right there. Alright, I'm gonna go get those in a minute.
Knackers.
What does that word mean?
It means we need an anvil, or this isn't going to do it.
Oh, there's an anvil somewhere. It's in my inventory. Would you like me to bring it back?
I'm jumping over the fence now, so how about I just grab it and take it with me?
Okay, it's in the second box.
I feel so silly. I'm just running back and forth.
It's fine. And all right, I'm gonna go get that drop. And there are 2 drops around this. Well, that's way farther away than I thought. Oh, that one is. That one's not okay. That one's pretty close, right? No, that's the far away one. That's the close one. I'm gonna get the close one anyway. And I got more tires. Not even bad ones.
Alright, I'm in search of a second engine because I think that might be all we're missing.
Okay.
I mean, other than making the rest of the pieces, but I think we have all of the pieces that we need to make them.
Cool.
Just gotta find a car to disassemble. It's also day 5. I don't know if you're concerned about the time or not, but
I'm not. You might actually get there before me.
oh, I wasn't actually going towards the job.
Oh,
but I guess I am.
I'm still closer, but okay, I got an engine. It's not a good one, but it's an engine.
Sweet. Well, we still need gas and stuff, so I'll go ahead and take this car apart. And if we get another engine, we can combine and make it better.
We got plenty of gas because you gave me the gas schematic.
Yeah, I've read it too.
All right, and we just have gas. We have barrels too. So. And you still haven't healed.
I forgot. I have some of these with me now.
AK parts, some schematics. Nothing good. So since you're making parts anyway, I think I'm gonna run out and get that other drop.
Do you think, chicken wing?
Oh man, a backpack, no woods. Oh, more parts. All right. Well, what do you think about this Patreon thing? Should we set that up? That's the second time in pretty recent events where people have asked about that.
I mean, couldn't hurt.
All right. Then I guess it's settled. We'll have that ready before long.
I'm cold.
My feet aren't cold. So I think you're just cold. Or something's wrong with me. It's also very likely.
I mean, it's more likely that I'm just cold.
I was trying to give you some credit.
Thank you.
Oh, my leg is still broken. I forgot.
Why are you running around with a broken leg?
I don't know. I thought I was going kind of slow. Here I am going on a journey.
With a broken leg.
With a broken leg.
It's great.
Yeah, I'm pretty bummed Rick couldn't hang out with us today.
Yeah, it's a bummer, dude.
Stupid internet issues, man. Technology always kind of a meh.
Yeah. So the stamina thing from using my wrench is kind of annoying.
Where are you on mining tools? Can you upgrade that yet? Ooh. Well, you got 2 free points there. You put them in mining tools, then you could get miner 69er.
Is that a wrench?
What?
Does mining tools do your wrench?
No, it is a construction tool, but when you break stuff down, it will.
Oh, okay.
Just saying, it's helpful. And I don't even know what to use. Pummel Pete, maybe, I guess? Yeah. It's on 1. I'm leaving it. Just to aggravate.
Who are you aggravating?
I don't know. Whoever watched that and couldn't stand it.
Yeah, got a better engine.
Oh, good, because mine's only like 130 something that I put in there, so. I'll take duct tape.
It's the wrong house.
Oh, man. How far out are we? I'm going swimming.
Maybe it's not the wrong house. I'm so confused.
See if I go swimming for this drop or if it's going to be a underwater swimming anyway. Am I going to dive?
Probably.
You diver. Are you just somebody that I used to know? Somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and yes. I guess I can leave that going.
Mini bikes. Mini bikes.
Whoop whoop.
I gotta say, even as like low resolution, I guess, as this game is, I really like how they did the horizon separation when you're on the water. I think that looks good.
Yeah. Kind of relaxing too, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. Might be relaxing because it's getting late here. We're sleepy because we're old.
Oh, maybe a little bit. I feel like I'm gonna need that. And I'm gonna need some of that. I'm gonna need that. I might need some of that. I know I need that. Maybe those? Oh. I'm back.
Man, how long do I have? Oh my god, that's all I made it. It's gonna take forever. I'm gonna be running back at nighttime.
Oh no. I need more short packs.
And we're off to see the wizard. The wonderful wizard of Oz? I don't know. I wasn't gonna go with Oz, but I couldn't think of something else that went with underwater. Aquarius. Rush on. I think you're swarmed at the moment. Just saying.
You know, it never even dawned on me that I could possibly be the one that was getting attacked by zombies.
Well, I'm in the middle of the water, and apparently there's land over here. Interesting.
I was doing stuff and things.
Well, I found new land. Maybe I'll run around and see what it looks like. Also, a backpack. Interesting. Oh, you got like a whole little horde, man. Planes. Lots of them.
Ah! I don't know how that missed.
Oh, God, they're getting worse. Some of the worst drops I've seen, man.
Yeah, it kind of sucks when you get shitty results, right?
Yeah. Those are bad.
Yo, just stop missing. You don't have time for this. Really, lady? What? Stop running through the house! I'm trying to kill you.
Why aren't you cooperating? Chicken.
Okay,
Chicken got away.
they're dead now.
I'm chicken again. Oh, I got it. Oh, and I shot her in the face. Score 2 for me.
Whoop whoop.
Sorry.
All right, what do we got here?
Nothing. That didn't work. I'm trying to go around the water to see if... Yeah, it looks like it curves around. Find a better route than swimming, because swimming takes forever in this alpha.
So, I was under the impression that we had more stuff than what we have. Is there still stuff at the other house in the boxes?
Nope. All of it's
Well,
there.
crackers.
What do we
Okay.
need?
We need another basket. I thought we had another engine.
Oh, the other engine's in my inventory.
That's helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be there eventually. I'm coming to you. I'm like actually running towards you now, so.
Oh.
I'm pretty far away-ish, but.
I also thought we had more tires.
I have a set of those too.
What level is the set that you have?
359.
In the engine?
Not good. 135. So I just thought of something. I keep putting these like base things down, which I think we should still do, but we haven't made a bedroll in a while.
I thought we weren't going to make a bedroll at all on this one.
Oh,
'cause
that's
it
right.
doesn't
No
do any
bedrolls.
good.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's it would mark where we are was the only thing I was concerned about. But no, you're right. No bedrolls. We did make that rule. I'm glad you remember. I remember nothing.
That was the only thing I remembered.
For those of you just joining us, the beginning of the live stream is where the Epstein stuff is, about 5 minutes in, maybe a little longer. And it goes for about 45 minutes to an hour.
We might have issues.
Yeah. With corruption. We're not the corrupt ones. We don't like corruption. Just to clarify.
So he says. I'm just playing. Just playing.
God, we have so many of those though. The only problem with the town is like there's so many like possible places now because we've marked so many.
So I'm marking our current place with the red dot. Because it's movable.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to remember where everything was because I don't know how to take them off. I know it's a thing. I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah. I do actually like that plan.
It's a recent discovery. Am I at the wrong house?
You just told me you put the red thing on there. How would that be?
I did, but there's like 3 houses lined up that look exactly alike, and my red dot was still in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
I just wasn't far enough yet.
Gotcha.
I see you. You just jumped over the fence.
You didn't get this backpack.
Well, no, I didn't. I was doing stuff. I had to chase down a zombie. It was very dramatic.
Dramatic. Do you want these tires in this engine?
Yes.
In the right box, yeah.
All right, all right, all right.
So make the arrows. How do you need in there?
I do.
You're doing important stuff. I'm not, so.
Of course you are.
Nope.
I don't know if I need that or not, but I'll take it.
Just kind of looking around to see what I can be doing. We got all that going, so you've got all that going. So since we have this, I think after tonight we should move out of this town.
Okay. Oh, we need one more basket. I knew we were forgetting something.
I don't know what's where, but I'll go.
There's still a popping pills that we haven't looted.
Is that in the northwest corner?
I don't think so. I think it's south.
No. Well, I see a cracker book. I'm gonna run in there and see if there's one.
Okay. I don't really remember where the popping pills is. I'm gonna go south. Because I feel like that's right.
Okay.
And I took a mini bike because I can.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? So far, no baskets. Yeah, nothing. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But the poppin' pills hasn't been looted at all yet. Oh, I found it. So, if we leave this town, we're going to have to re-figure out what we want to do for Horde Night. Because we were going to use the prison, but we won't be here anymore. And I got a basket.
Cool. I mean, we're vagabonds, right? So I said we just use whatever we find that day. It's kind of the point. You don't have plans. You only take what you got, you know?
Wait a minute. I'm wearing a mining helmet. How do I still have goggles on?
Can you have both?
I guess so.
I didn't know that.
Except that it's kind of hard to turn on the headlamp when you got goggles on.
I didn't know that.
I also didn't know that. I just assumed they came off when I put the mining helmet on. Learn something new every day. Is that me? That's me. Balls.
Well, I don't know what to do with myself now. Oh, I know what I was going to do.
You could put the other basket on the other knee bike.
You have the basket.
I have a basket. And you have a basket and a knee bike.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And I have a guy coming in the door.
He's trying to break in. There we go.
Dun, 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 Dun. He's in. He has no arms.
It's the reverse Lieutenant Dan.
Broke him off trying to get in the door, maybe? A little strange, right?
A wee bit, but nothing too crazy. How did he hit you?
With his muzzle.
I want to say it was something a little lower than that.
Does that mean that I have an STI?
Sexually transmitted what?
Infection? You don't what?
I never heard it called that.
Well, not all of them are diseases, right?
I didn't know that either.
So I'm not an expert here, but I think if it can be cured with antibiotics, it's considered an infection.
Oh. Had no idea. I was doing so. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Your
I'm
wrench.
in a popping pills. I should take some for that.
Yeah. Your wrench was so broken it didn't even heal my wrench.
Yeah, my second wrench is right behind it here.
Well, that's great. Oh well though. It happens. I am going to gather more of this goldenrod so I can make more goldenrod teeth. That's pretty much what I decided I was doing.
It's a good plan.
I like it. Oh boy.
I wonder if there will be a gym station in here.
Probably not. I'm just
Probably
kidding.
not. I mean, really, the only thing we use the chem station for is ammo. Not ammo. Fertilizer. So do we even need it? Because
No.
there is one.
Gunpowder and fertilizer.
Oh, gunpowder. Should I take it for the gunpowder?
I would just take it and then we can make room. It's one slot, right? And there's two of us.
Yeah.
We can't not move, so, you know. Oh, we're going to need a new topic next week. We'll find something.
I have faith in us.
Same.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I know. Till death do us part.
Oh my god, it's almost nighttime.
Oh.
Chem station collected. Am I gonna have time to do the bathroom? Maybe, because the door's unlocked. Is there anything in the bathroom? Come on now. Give me something.
It's wasting your time. Is that out?
No. No, it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, nest. And some rocks. Look at that. Look at them rocks.
Yay, I got a wrench. I can heal my wrench. Alright. Where's home? Oh, hey, I have a... I'm stuck! Let me out. I have a bike. Boom, with a basket.
That's still not done. Jeez. Okay.
What's not done?
Copper, I've been scrapping for like 20 minutes.
Oh, gosh, copper takes so long.
Yeah. I think I'm tired.
Me too. I would like to empty this inventory though.
It's a good plan. Now that we have bikes too, we can do treasure maps.
Yeah, we can. Okay, so in this box right here is a crap ton of items.
Oh, and you have some too?
Mm-hmm. Those are all for you, baby.
Wow. Well, thank you.
You're
107. Should get 9 levels, but it won't. I think maybe when you get higher, it gets harder to get more.
Maybe.
At the 112, so I got 5.
We need sticky notes.
Why?
So that we can leave ourselves notes and just stick them to the computer.
They'll fall off over the week.
Maybe. I'm just thinking we could remind ourselves that we were going to leave town and what was going on and where and all that stuff.
Oh, we still could. Just write it in our notebook that we brought in here for that purpose.
That's too easy. What's wrong with you? I'm just like, I mean, we could, yeah. Alright, I am good whenever you're good. I don't even think we've looted this house that we're standing in.
I don't know.
Maybe we have.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, at the top. This corner one. Nope. Well, the reason we didn't loot it, not doing it anyway.
Alright, well, do you want to call it good for tonight?
Yeah, I do. I'm tired.
Well, it's 11:30 at night.
So. Yeah. And we get up. Well, we're usually asleep by now. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great night. Be safe out there if you're in any of the states that have really cold weather like we do. Be safe. Try to stay warm. Hope your power and your heat stay on. We had a bout with that ourselves for a few days where we had no heat. So anyway, be safe out there. Toodles.